what about playing with the other kids?
I do that in school, like after or at recess. I'll just like play with them, or sometimes with my neighbors, so I'll just play sports with them.
Do you feel you're missing anything by being so engaged, so busy, that you're missing, that you would like to do something else on the side, but you have no time now because you practice so much?
Yeah. I want to play more like sports, like basketball, but then I have to practice. I can't do it.
But you love practicing too?
Yeah.
So between love for basketball and love for piano, you choose?
Piano more than they help me sometimes when I get something like wrong, and my mom is she sings, so she like knows how to make it more musical. So she says something if it's not too musical, and then they help me that way.
And how do you help him? Which ways do you assist him?
I have his musical progress, and I'm check his practice time.
Prodigy is a child performer who performs at such high level that it's sometimes mind-boggling, because it acts like a child in real life, but when it starts playing an instrument, it performs and communicates with the audience like a great artist.
It depends on what kind of music they play, but most of all it's Horowitz.
Horowitz? Why?
He makes it look so simple, and his techniques. And some people have just techniques and no music, but then he has both of them, and he makes it look so easy. You could just play the notes. I mean, it's so simple, but then with musicality and good sound, pedals, I mean, it has to be very simple, but it's very challenging. That's why I like it.
Pianists especially have a tendency to protect themselves and to close themselves in their own world, and they are afraid to share their feelings, they're afraid to share their insecurities. And what we want to achieve in this festival is to provide the kind of environment that really allows these wonderful artists to establish friendships and to enrich their artistry through the experience of the other artists. A sort of a family where everything is discussed in a very, very open way, and where there is a tremendous admiration for each other, because I believe very strongly that each one of the artists that have formed this family, each one has an incredible contribution in different areas.
What is the difference between, a Bruch concerto and a Bach sonata? One doesn't want to make a hierarchy, and yet it exists. A Bruch concerto can be, beautifully crafted. It's obviously, the man who wrote it knew his craft. But what is the difference between a great work of art with a kind of cosmic idea behind it, or something which is just nicely crafted, which will produce its effect? I think that that has to do in the same way with the concept of young people playing very, very well at an early stage.
First time touched the piano. I played piano and he was standing next to it and got interested. And one day I asked him, "Do you want to try?" And he said, "Yes, why not?" So we tried, and then he got really interested in it and loved it and played more and more. Eventually, by 9 years old, he got very serious and once told me that he wants to become a concert pianist. He was 9 at that time, and since that he really excelled and practiced a lot.
His major basically is piano, but he's playing tennis also, and he's doing very well. According to his coach, he's very talented, very capable.
Yeah,
he likes to play tennis.
Yeah.
He likes different type of sports. He plays a little bit basketball, soccer, piano.
Right, but to answer the question, it's really hard to find enough time. That's the struggle between school, other activities. He's still, young boy, needs to have some physical activity as well, and he likes to go to museum, concerts, so that takes lots of time too. He more likes, I guess...
History. He likes history.
Yeah.
For some reason, he doesn't like fiction. He likes real stuff.
Yeah,
fiction
documentaries.
Is
yeah.
Created.
Yeah, more documentaries, more history books. Yes.
How many hours does he practice per day?
It actually depends on a regular schedule, like 3-4 hours. But if there is a concert coming, could be up to 6 hours a day.